Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to go through 8 simple ways to invest your money right now. And that doesn't matter if you're just starting out as a beginner or if you're more of an experienced investor looking for a bit of inspiration. So join me over the next few minutes and hopefully you'll find something new. Firstly, well done for making it this far. You've managed to save a bit of money up, you've paid off your high interest debts, you've managed to get an emergency fund put to the side, and now you're really looking to grow your money. Because the last thing you want is inflation eating up all of your money in your bank account or that cash you've got sitting underneath the mattress. Think of inflation like the shark from Jaws, and your money's the boat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Unless you get that money to shore, it's a goner. So sit down, buckle up, and get ready for 8 simple ways to invest your money right now.
Into this list. In one.
Sorry, I just had to throw that bullseye reference in there somewhere. Okay, number 1, investing in the stock market. Now, whether you love it or not, whether you're a diamond hander on Wall Street bets or just a beginner investor, you probably already invested in the stock market anyway, through your workplace pension or some other investments that you've got. The stock market is the home of most of your money. It literally couldn't be easier to invest in the stock market these days. Gone are the days of sending someone a fax, picking up the phone, asking them to place an order for you, minimum orders, all of that nonsense is now gone. There's so many apps out there, so many easy ways to invest in the companies that you love or the companies you think are going to make it big. So whether it's GameStop, AMC, Tesla or Amazon, you can be invested in them quicker than the time it takes for you to queue up for a coffee at Starbucks while also buying a Starbucks share. Fun fact for you, retail trading, that's trading and investing from people like you and me, is now almost worth as much as mutual funds and hedge funds combined. So we can really move those markets. Depending on the platform you use, you could have access to the US market, the UK market, Japan, the rest of the world, you name it. You could invest in individual stocks, funds, ETFs, REITs. The world really is your oyster. If you're looking for a few different applications to try, why not give Free Trade, Trading 212 or eToro a go in the UK and start trading today. Number 2, become an angel investor. Now, I'm not talking about Jim Carrey here in Bruce Almighty.
You've got prayers.
Welcome to the Revelation Superhighway.
I'm talking about someone who invests in someone else's company. Think about it. So there's loads of people out there who have a great business idea, but they just haven't got the money to start the company. Either their bank has turned them down or they can't get that money elsewhere. So they turn to angel investors to put their hands in their pockets and give them that investment. You could be one of hundreds of people invested in that company, similar to how a crowd fund works. And in return for that investment, there'll be different terms and conditions linked to that, and you could make yourself very, very rich indeed. Now you just got to go and find the next Uber. In number 3, property. In the UK, property prices have nearly tripled in the past 20 years. And those who've been in from the beginning found themselves very wealthy indeed. I'm looking at you people who live in London. Now, we're not just talking about buying loads of houses here and renting them out. We're talking about investing in property to flip, to renovate and do up. We could be looking at commercial properties. Just think about all those businesses who need a place to work. All of those industrial estates up and down the country, someone owns those buildings and they could make a great investment long term. Or if you want to go completely crazy, why not find a piece of land, invest in it, sit on it for a few years, and then sell it back to a developer. Or develop it yourself, build some industrial units, rent them out to some businesses in the area, and you've got yourself income, possibly, for life. And as an added perk of property, once you become a landlord, everyone will love you. In number 4, I'm going to talk about buying a business. Now, I'm not talking about some Silicon Valley entrepreneurs here with hundreds of millions of dollars to burn in their pockets. I'm talking about individuals you can buy their small business from. Currently in the UK, there's over 12,000 businesses for sale. Just think about it, up and down high streets, everything from coin laundries to corner shops to small delivery businesses. Eventually, people want to sell, whether they're retiring, whether they're looking to reduce the stress in their lives. There's businesses out there already established, already making profit that you can invest in. Just make sure before you do buy a business, check those numbers thoroughly. Make sure they've got money coming in, a consistent stream of revenue, and also that they're making a profit, and be prepared to take on a lot of stress. You could even invest in a really well-established business. Think franchising. Think of McDonald's, KFC, Subway, you name it. McDonald's is the biggest franchise in the world. I think if I owned one of them, I'd definitely put on a few too many pounds and have unlimited McFlurries. It would not be a good look.
Get in my belly! Come on!
In 5, the YouTuber's favorite, the internet's favorite, your next door neighbor's favorite. That's right, cryptocurrency. Everything from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Cardano, you name it. This market has absolutely boomed over the last few years. Bitcoin, for example, has gone from just a few $100s to over $40,000. Most recently, cryptocurrency has been the best performing asset class across everything. But it's certainly been one hell of a bumpy ride, and you definitely need to get those diamond hands out again if you were going to see any profits. Now, there's hundreds of different kinds of cryptocurrencies, so just be careful out there. In the lead by market cap, Bitcoin has held its own for a long time now, but you've got other challenger projects like Ethereum, Cardano, and even Dogecoin. But there's hundreds of others out there as well. Just be careful. There's even some super weird ones. Come Rocket, I'm looking at you. This entire market is worth over $1.6 trillion. That's the same as the market cap of Google. Who knows what's going to happen to this asset class over the next 10 to 20 years? All I know and all I predict is it's probably going to be one hell of a bumpy ride. I'm holding on to my Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I might dive a little bit into some of the other cryptocurrencies, but only with a small proportion of my portfolio. Why the hell not? In number 6, something that we all love to do and we all fantasize about, well, maybe just me then, starting your own business. This could be anything. Whether you want to go around washing cars in the local neighborhood or setting up the next tech company like Google or Facebook, why not? Now has never been an easier time to get things done. You've even got companies out there like Fiverr who connect buyers of services with people offering them. You can bid however much you want to do, £5, £10, £15, whether that be designing a website, designing a logo, copywriting for someone, or even making a YouTube thumbnail. There's money to be made and you can start your side hustle today. In 7, physical commodities. Now, this is a lot less exciting, I know, than crypto and stocks and buying GameStop, but you can still do it and there's still money to be made. We're talking everything from crude oil to coffee and everything from cotton to sugar. These can all be traded on the world market and you can hold these in your account. Don't worry about physically needing to hold those commodities. You won't need a big warehouse or any space under the bed, but you can hold them virtually and look at selling them when they can be more useful. Could you imagine holding timber, for example? Just think about this. Over the last couple of years, where demand has completely outstripped supply, prices have soared over 112% in some places. Now that would have been a good investment. And finally, number 8, probably the most important one, ultimately invest in yourself. And that sounds cheesy, but ultimately it's the reality. Everything we've spoken about just now needs money to start it, needs money to invest it in. It needs you to have the right education, skills, training, qualifications, you name it, to be able to really exceed. The more you exceed in your own personal abilities, the more you'll be able to make, and the more you'll be able to invest, and the quicker you'll be able to reach your financial goals. YouTube, for example, is a great platform to do this. Learn how to code, learn how to build a computer, learn how to make great food, learn how to save money, learn how to trade stocks, learn how to invest. Try and find out which skills are in demand, which are those most highest paying jobs, which you're able to get maybe without a degree or without a qualification. Think about what the future needs are going to be, and then in return, get yourself in a really, really strong position. If you can, try and find something you really love doing and you're passionate about, and maybe turning that into a business. All right, so that was 8 simple ways to invest your money. Thanks so much for watching. If you found the video useful, make sure you hit that like button for me. Feel free to subscribe and comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you in the next one.